name is Chrissy and this is Lily, and in this video you're going to learn the very basics of how to partner dance. Now, the foundation of all partner dances relies on the concept of lead and follow. It is what makes the dance organized. It's the only reason that two people can dance in unison and not lose any toes. So in this video, you're going to learn how to lead and follow, and hopefully you'll feel that this can give you a great foundation to move forward in your partner dance journey. So, what is lead and follow? Lead and follow is something, it's a way of communication. It's the universal language of all partner dances. So you're going to need a leader and you're going to need a follower. One of you guys decides who's going to be who. It's not gender related. That paradigm has shifted and now females lead and males follow, and we all can switch around. But for now, I want you to choose one role and stick with it for the entire length of the 4 videos. Now, what is the role of a leader? The role of a leader in partner dance is to, first and foremost, create an environment for the dance to take place, a safe environment. So the leader is always checking that we're not going to run into another moving couple, and the leader makes sure that the follower is comfortable dancing with them. The leader drives the dance. The leader is like the driver in a car. There can only be one. Although the leader will and can be influenced by the input and inspiration of the follower, the leader drives and directs the direction and the mood of the dance. What is the follower's role? The follower gets to relax and surrender and allow the music to flow through them. The follower gets to adorn the dance, just like we would adorn a Christmas tree. The follower gets to adorn it with movements and with styling that dazzles people who may be watching. Also, the follower is listening. The follower is not only listening with their ears, but the follower is also listening with their body. So the follower gets to really tune in to the moment and into the dance and allow inspiration to flow through them. Now, how do we start leading and following? There's 2 things that all dancers must learn to be able to lead and follow. One is that you always, as a dancer, keep your own balance. So if you just pick up one foot off the ground and you try to balance, and then pick the other foot off the ground, try to balance. You may have fallen a little bit, that's okay, we'll get there. But the follower and the leader always keep their own balance. So we don't want to rely on our partner to hold us up. So if we're in a position like this, I don't want Lily hanging off me, trying for me to hold her up. The second thing is, after you understand that you are responsible for your own balance, the second thing is frame. And actually, before I talk about frame, I just want to slide in one more thing about balance. You want to pitch forward onto the balls of your feet a little bit with your weight. So let's just play around with our weight shift here. We're going to push forward onto the balls of our feet until we fall over. So notice that critical point, and then move back and find that critical point in the back and the heel of your feet. Then find the middle, and make sure your knees are soft here. A little bit bent. Find the middle, and now I want you to go about 10 to 15 degrees more towards the balls of the feet. And that's the place from which you're going to dance. Okay. The second thing that all dancers must learn is frame. And frame is really what allows all dancers to communicate to each other and receive communication. So, If you grab the hands of your partner, now leaders, you're going to put your hands out like this, almost like a little perch for a birdie to sit on. And follower, you're just going to relax your hand, your palms on top of this. Leaders, make sure not to squeeze the hand with your thumbs. You just want to be relaxed. Now, frame could refer to as your muscle engagement in your body. So we want to have some muscle engagement throughout our core, up on top of our chest, all the way through our arms and our hands. What this should feel like is firm but spongy. And what I mean by that is, if you pick up a glass of water to drink, you can do this with me, just to feel the sensation. Pretend like you have a glass of water in front of you. Bring it to your mouth. Notice how smooth this motion is. Your muscles are engaging and bringing the water to your mouth. If you were to tense up really tight and try to do that, it gets really hard to get the water to your mouth, and you might even spill it all over yourself. If you do not engage any muscle, the water is not going anywhere. So we want to find that smooth, firm, yet spongy muscle engagement for our frame as well. So we have our little engagement. We are pitched forward a little bit onto the balls of our feet. Our knees are soft. Now, before we start dancing, I want you to get in sync with your partner. And by doing weight shifts. So the leader, you're going to initiate a weight shift, and the follower, you're not going to anticipate it. You're going to wait until you can't wait anymore. So you don't have to be perfectly on time. You don't have to be a mirror. You can follow it. There's a little bit of a gap. And let that gap for beginners starts be quite large. And now, slowly make that gap a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. There we go. Nice following. Good job. So we're just shifting weight. And when I say shift weight, I really mean all the weight on one foot. All right? We are never in partner dancing standing in between our feet. This doesn't happen. In partner dancing, we're either on one foot or the other. So, we have our frame, we're in our position, and we're just shifting weight. Follower, stop anticipating. Leader, you can pause a little bit, see how good your follower is at waiting for you, and keep going. Good. Now, frame. This is something that can happen when you have frame. If you don't have frame, it looks like that. Okay? So have your frame, and all dancers, this is very important. Never, ever let your arms go behind your back, or you're going to run into your partner and you might sever off a foot or two. So, leader, you're going to twist your torso to one side, then the other. Don't worry too much about your feet right now. I just want you to twist your torso. Follower, you're going to match the degree of that twist. Your torso is going to match your leader's torso. Okay? Now notice that I'm not pushing or pulling. I simply keep my arms at my side and they come with me. Okay? Now, let's do it walking. So first, we're going to shift our weight to make sure that we're both on the same foot. Well, my right, her left. And then, I'm going to take a step forward with my frame engaged. Wow. And she followed. It was easy for her to sense this step. Why? because I didn't do this. I didn't move forward with either just my foot, and I didn't move forward without my frame. If I keep my frame in front of me, and she keeps her frame in front of her, there's no way we're going to miss this step. Okay? So, I want you to pause this video and take a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and just practice this. Get yourself in the right position, match the torso angle, keep your frame in front of you. Remember, we want it to be firm but spongy. Shift your weight a few times. Make sure you both have the same foot lifted on the same side. And then you're going to walk with your frame in front of you, bringing that foot forward, and your partner bringing that foot backward, or however you are stepping across the room. Have fun, and we'll see you in video number 2.